I believe Freddi Dogterom.
Logan looks funny, Logan looks funny. These were the mocking voices of the little 5-year-olds at the hockey rink as they were making fun of one of their teammates. Logan did indeed look funny because he would put his head down and he'd cock his head to one side as he skated around the rink. After one particularly disastrous hockey game, his dad pulled him aside and he held the little face in his hands and he says, Logan, you have to look where you're going. You're running into the other kids. That's not safe. Big crocodile tears came down little Logan's face. And he said, but Daddy, when you hold my face like that, I can't see you. I can't see you. Those words started a round of medical appointments, eye examinations, etc. And it was discovered that my little nephew Logan was going blind. He had a genetic condition called Stargardt's disease, and he was losing his sight. He only had the narrowest band of peripheral vision. So in order to see, he put his head down, cocked his head to the side, because that's how he could see. For a little boy that loved hockey, this was tragic news because the league decided that a blind hockey player, it just wasn't safe for the other children or for himself. That fall, when he started school, he became an instant hero because he had all sorts of really cool adaptive devices to help him to see in school. The other kids would gather around and they'd say, hey, Inspector Gadget, let us use your devices. But you see, Logan still wanted to play hockey because he was a healthy, outdoorsy little boy. It took a couple of years as the family and Logan adjusted to his blindness. But fortunately, they lived in an area with an adaptive ski program. Now think about this, parents. Imagine your little 7 or 8-year-old child has gone blind and somebody comes up to you and says, hey, what if your blind child would like to ski? Really? Well, the parents took him up to the ski hill, and at first Logan didn't really like skiing because, as you can imagine, it was scary going down the ski hill when you can't see. But he had an amazing coach and a wonderful guide, and slowly he developed the skills to swoop down the hill. It wasn't without accident. He fell, he crashed into trees, and he ran into other people, but he was skiing. He got better and better. And he started to out-ski his guide and discovered that this was something that he loved to do. The freedom of being able to swoop down the hill with the wind rushing past his helmet. They got a new guide for him, and next thing you know, little Logan Looks Funny was skiing at the provincial level qualification. He then went on to the world level qualifications. And just this past month, my nephew Logan was skiing on Canada's Paralympic team. Now imagine this, you're blind. You are standing on the top of that triple black diamond run. The only thing between you and certain disaster is the trust that you have in your guide. Where did that trust come from? It came from his parents saying, Logan, we believe in you. We know you can do this. It came from his coach saying, Logan, I believe in you. We know you can do this. And it came from him trusting his guide and saying, Julian, I believe in you. I know we could do this. I don't know if you've ever watched blind skiers, but it's really quite amazing. As they're swooping down the hill, following their guide, not being able to see where they're going, but just trusting and believing that their guide is going to tell them how to ski. Go right, go left, turn here. It was amazing to watch. In his very first run, he placed 10th out of the 10 skiers that had completed the route. On his second race, Logan finished 10th, once again, out of the skiers that had finished. His third run, oh my gosh, he was only second to the last. This is an improvement. Run 4, turn 2, he crashed spectacularly, but in run 5, he placed 5th. His very first Olympics as a blind skier. You know, you think about those words, I believe in you, and the power that they have. Going from a frustrated, sad hockey player that is being mocked by his teammates to a young man that is learning to ski and learning to ski blind and learning to trust in his guide to get him safely down the hill. Parents, coaches, other individuals that said, Logan, I believe in you. From a frustrated hockey player to an Olympic athlete that represented you and I in Beijing. Do you ever use those words, I believe in you, when you're speaking to your children, your spouse, your partner, your friends, fellow Toastmasters? Think of the power that you have right at the tip of your lips to build other people, to help them, to go beyond where they could possibly have dreamt of going themselves. Fellow Toastmasters, use these words. Use them well, use them wisely, use them often. Because, my friends, I believe in you. Madam Toastmaster.